Hello everyone, my name is Strifium and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. We are back in Spain, of course. It is the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya and we have the club division highlights for you. We hope you enjoy what we've picked out. Well, there you have it. Ben the Bear on pole position. Shenjay lining up next to him on the front row in second. And you have Freeware there coming in with a very good lap near the end in third. ZZ9 in fourth. And that's Alex Bitto, the Spaniard, rounding off your top five here.
Here we go then. For the final time here at Spain for this week. The lights a little bit confusing the drivers. We've got a few cars moving around. There's a Ferrari of, I think that's Jack, moving around on the grid, but everyone is away at the same time here. An end plate has come off of one of the Ferraris. I do believe that is Jack, who's dropping down the grid like a stone, but down towards turn one we've got Ben. He's just ahead of Shenjay and Freeware, who are going side by side. Freeware coming out on top as Shenjay a bit sideways, a bit wayward, but he's managed to hold it, but he loses the position to Alex Bitto. He's up 2 places.
Burke is spinning back there in the McLaren. We'll jump on with him real brief. Oh, and there's a big crash. That is the Renault of Nigel, and he looks like he went into the rear of one of those Haas racers. No, it may have been Wavy. And we have a safety car deployed here, and Nigel has had a major crash here coming out of turn 3.
Any teasing issues, but DRS now enabled for this lap. Obviously not down the start-finish straight, but it is Wavy looking around the outside of Shenjay, side by side, down in towards turn 1. Turn 2, that AlphaTauri still there, but Shenjay just managing to pull ahead. He retains 15th place. Up the front though, Domi in the Williams on the soft compound tyre. He's dropped off from the 2 guys who are still fighting for podium positions in Freeware and Alex Bitto. And now he's under a little bit of pressure from ZZ9. He's going to get DRS down this straight, but the first person...
It's 3 wide, it's 3 wide, Unicorn, as Yoda is fighting off 2 drivers at once. It's Shenjay and Wavy. Yoda's leading in through the left-hander. Wavy a little shaky there, and they're coming into that DRS section now. It is a fantastic battle between these two as Astrodate gets ahead of Arda now into 12th or 11th position, but this fight between these 3 drivers in the back is absolutely crazy, and Yoda's going to lose out here because he has damage, but it looks like Shenjay and Wavy now continuing to battle wheel to wheel through sector 3. There's been contact. Shenjay is off wide now. I believe he has front end damage. Wavy has front end damage. Everybody has damage, and these drivers are just getting through into these crazy incidents, and now there's been another exchange. It's wheel to wheel down into turn 1. That's Domi and ZZ9 having a battle. Currently ZZ9 leading out through turn 3. Wheel to wheel coming out of the turn right now. The Williams on the inside. Domi ahead of the Mercedes for now. Coming through into this right. How's it going to go? He's out in front. Is there going to be a switchback? This is the battling we want to see.
Alex Bitto, he's been chucked out of the pits just behind Astrodite and TM7. He's going to get DRS on the Red Bull. He's going straight past the Red Bull of Astrodite. And that's ZZ9 coming out of the pits. Everyone is being put out in these midfield battles from the front of this pack, and that's Astrodite. He's off into the runoff out of turn 1. Not sure what happened here. As Money up past Yoda into turn 1, and Mito, he's going to have a go as well. He's off of the first corner, just about avoiding any huge incidents with Yoda, but up through turn 3 around the inside. The pace he had through there, those fresh mediums really paying dividends for the McLaren there.
Yeah, and Alex Bitto now having come in onto those fresh hards. He's been charging through the field as soon as he's come out, and now it's Tillman Sever's turn, and I believe he's going to be a sitting duck here in the sector 2 straight. The Ferrari looking to the inside here. They're wheel to wheel into the turn. Tillman Sever giving him the space. Alex Bitto getting through, and there's a big kick out of the Haas there. You see a bit of oversteer come through, and that's going to cost him big time to the Red Bull behind, and that's Astrodite. But Astrodite has ZZ9 breathing down his neck, and I think that Tillman Sever here may be at under threat of a double overtake between these two. He may get robbed for 2 positions here because these drivers behind him are looking rapid.
Yeah, Alex Bitto really had to dispatch that Haas. ZZ9 put out just behind him. Those 2 cars though, TM7 and Astrodite going side by side down to turn 1. Astrodite, the outside, he is ahead, and he's got the move done way before the corner. The technically faster mediums, as that's Alex Bitto out of this race, out of the final corner. What has happened to him? His car, can't really tell what's happened. Where is that? Just before the pit entry, it doesn't look like he's got any rear tires.
with a wide entry out of this last turn, and now the throttle is down, and he has had a bit of a slip there, and that's going to cost him big, as Fraser is towering down on medium compound tires right now.
Yeah, and Fraser's going to have all the grip going into this first corner. A lot of run on into a high-speed right-hander, and he's not going to be able to make the move right now. Ben the Bear holding on to that first position. Further down the grid, it doesn't look like there's been too many position changes. Yoda, he's under threat from money in the Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure who's starting in front of who, but they're very tight together, side by side from the pair of them. But look at the front four. They actually torn away as Dome, he's up the inside of Ali in that ass, but now... Sorry, he's around the outside, and he's managed to squeeze past for 5th place. Then they can pounce at the end of this race when their tyres are still well within their comfortable operating range. Meanwhile, Ali Avinci, he's under threat now from his teammate TM7 side by side going through this final sector into the chicane. Ali Avinci getting a lot of that big yellow inside curve, which is a huge bump in the road, and that allows his teammate to fly by. And now Yoda held up through the chicane. He's not going to hang around though. No DRS needed. Overtake enabled on both cars, but it is going to be the pink Racing Point up the inside, down into turn 1. Is going to be able to get the move. He is indeed.
Still to Domi, less than half a second. DRS and overtake. He's got a good carry of momentum here. It should be a very easy overtake into turn 1 now. Wheel to wheel with the Williams. A little bit later on the brakes is Domi. They're wheel to wheel coming through turn 2. Shenjay on that inside, getting through. Very nicely done from them.
Yeah, this run down to turn 10 is absolutely critical for both Dome and Astrodite. Dome on the inside, a huge lunge. He's completely overshot that. That is a risk versus reward. He's drawing the track, flying ahead of Astrodite. So he manages to hold on to pieces.
Oh!
That is not what you want to see if you're a Williams fan. And that's going to cost him not only the position to Astrodite, but that's TM7 and Yoda flying past. And they're still having their battle. That's going to go down to the final wire, but it is going to be Ben who wins this race. Freeway in second, ZZ9 in third, Shenjay coming in fourth, Fraser dropping with those penalties. Astrodite 6th, Yoda 7th, TM7 8th. Money, he drops after Mito. He's in 9th now. Money top 10.
Well,
Domai 12th.
You called it earlier because you had said on the last laps of this race, Unicorn, we were going to see some lunges, and that was most certainly a mistake from the Williams there. He was in a good running position there in the points. That mistake has now cost him points entirely. What a dynamic race this has been here in Spain, of course. 20 drivers began, 14 drivers have finished here now. And there's this race has been a very unique race, not like the other races we've seen this week. A little bit more drama in this one, I think, Unicorn. But of course, some great overtaking moments and highlights for sure.